Hey everybody, it's me, Kendall, your teen services librarian here at the Blue Hill Library. Today we're doing another Crafternoons, and in honor of spring, we are making seed bombs. I thought this would be really fun because we can get some pretty flowers growing, and now that the spring weather is finally here, it'd be nice to do something that we can take outdoors with us when we're done. I am filming from home today because part of this project involves a blender, and I didn't think it'd be very appropriate for me to be blending things in the library, so it seemed better to do it at home. And as far as the blending goes, I've already done that part because it wouldn't have worked well to capture on the video. I just don't have the right setup for that, unfortunately, but I'll explain how everything works and we'll be good to go. Now, in your kits, if you received a kit, everybody should have a couple pages of construction paper and a packet of seeds. If you have extra construction paper, you can certainly make more. This project is super simple and definitely one that you can replicate again in the future. So there'll be plenty of opportunities. If you have leftover seeds and you have some construction paper, you can definitely make more. But let's go ahead and get started. I'm really excited about this one, and we get to get a little bit messy today. So first thing that you're gonna do is with your construction paper, you're gonna cut that into small squares. I think about 1 inch is probably fine. I have a couple example pieces here. So these are the pieces that I cut, and you'll do that to the whole piece of construction paper. You'll want them all to be about this size, and then you're gonna put them in a bowl, which I have my bowl here, and you're going to, so all of the pieces that you cut up, you're gonna put in the bowl and then cover the construction paper with water, just enough to cover, and then you're gonna let that sit for 20 minutes. I know that might sound like a long time to wait, but it'll go by fast. Once you've let your construction paper soak in the water for 20 minutes, this is where you might need some help from an adult or an older sibling or somebody who might be able to help, because you will need a blender or a food processor for this next part, where you will be everything that you've let soak in the water, all the construction paper. My cat Ivy wants to say hi to everybody. Once you let that soak for 20 minutes, you're going to take the construction paper out with your hands and put it in whatever you have for a blender or a food processor. And then you're going to pour in a little bit of the water. I did this in a few stages because I didn't want too much water in there. And then you're going to blend it so it becomes all pulpy, which you can kind of see. If I tip it over too far, it'll pour out. But this is what it looks like. It's very messy and sloppy, but that's what you're looking for. If you have some excess water in there, that's fine because you'll be able to squeeze some of it out, but we want it to be fairly wet so it'll stick together. And then once it dries, we'll have our seed bombs. So I already have this all prepared. I'm just going to go ahead and show you where to go from here. I'm going to open a package of my seeds first. I think everybody got different seeds. I have some lupin seeds here. All of the seeds that I picked out to send out to everybody in their kits are native to Maine, so they are more likely to do well and to survive through the weather and things like that. Lupins were not on the list that I researched and was originally sent to me, but I do know lupins grow in this area quite well. I actually already have some in my backyard and they do really well every season. So I figured this was a safe bet. But the other flower types that I sent out were black-eyed Susans and different types of asters, which all do really well in this area. So I've got my seeds open. I'm just gonna dump a few out into the palm of my hand. A few too many. And I have a plate here. I would recommend some sort of plate or tray or something to put your seed bombs on to allow them to dry. So I'm gonna set my seeds on, well, actually I'm just gonna hold on to my seeds for now. And with my other hand, I'm gonna take a glob of our pulped up construction paper. I'm gonna squeeze a little bit of the excess water out of it, not too much, but you can see it's still, let's see if I can get this in the frame. Squeeze some of the extra water out. Okay, so you can see now that I've squeezed some water out, I can kind of mold it a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm actually gonna grab a little bit more so I can make my seed bomb a bit bigger. Squeeze some of the water out. Okay, and I'm gonna kind of make a little divot in the seed bomb. You can kind of see, and then I'm gonna put my seeds right in there, and I'm gonna mix this all up together. I'm gonna squeeze it out a tiny bit more. You don't want them to be too wet because then your seeds might start growing before you put them outside. So once you get that enough of the water squeezed out and you get your seeds mixed in there, you can roll it into a little ball like this, like I just did. And that's it. And you're just gonna set it and let it dry. And when you are ready, you can take them outside and find a place to put them. If that's a garden in your own yard, you can either set them right on top of the soil or you can dig a small hole, I would say about 1 inch deep, and you can put the seed bombs in the holes if you want and just cover that with a little bit of dirt. But I think it's pretty fun to just throw them out to the yard in random spots and see how they do. There are also a couple of spots locally that you are like restoration spots where they're trying to add more flowers. So I will put some information in the information part about that in case anyone's curious, and a couple of links of where you can find more information about different native plants or other restoration sites or things that kind of tie into this and might be interesting for you guys. I am going to save the rest of this so I can make some seed bombs with my own kiddos. But for now, I hope you all have fun with this project. I hope you have some beautiful flowers that come out from these seed bombs. I would love to see your creations. So if you want to send me pictures of your seed bombs, you can do so at kendall.chapman@bhpl.net. I'd love to see the pictures. And later on, if you have flowers that grow from them, I'd love to see those too. So feel free to reach out if you have any questions. You can email me, you can call the library. And until next time, I hope you have fun with this project. I hope you like the work that we put into it, and I hope you like getting a little bit messy while we create something that can give us something beautiful. I'll see you all next month for our April Crafternoon. Until then, have a good time, everybody. I'll talk to you soon. Bye.